All right, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another episode of We Ballin' Two podcast. It is I, Deb, and we got Coach Ani right here. And we had some 2 days of incredible basketball for the most part. For the
Yes.
most part, some of these games were blowouts, and they were not fun to watch at all. The other games that went down to the wire, yes, great games, great games. So we're gonna get started so we can get into these Elite Eight matchups. The first game that we got to witness was that Vandy Notre Dame game, and honey, you said from days ago
Yep.
this game was gonna be a game. You said
Yes, I
it
do.
that it was gonna be a matchup, and that them
Yep.
two point guards was gonna go at it. And crazy enough, though, Michaela really didn't get off in the first half. It seemed like they were really, but a team that has never been in this environment, they kind of, you know, the lights sometimes get too big for
What
them.
you start to feel the pressure. That's the
Yeah,
thing. So I what I said was it was going to be a matter of Michaela or Hannah. They're going to go at it, and
yeah,
that's exactly what happened. And I said that Hannah is going to try to will her team to a win, and that's exactly what she did.
yeah.
And
She,
for let me tell you, I really ain't never been like a big Hannah fan, but at this point, man, you got to give her flowers. She is a
you do.
beast.
The girl had 31 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, and 10 steals. I mean, she almost had a quadruple double.
But
That's
let me tell you, let me tell you something. She is in extraordinary physical shape.
yes.
She does not get tired.
She played 39 minutes.
She does not get tired. She does not slow down. She is going to will. I mean, you have you. Let
She's
me
like
tell you
the
something.
Energizer Bunny. She's gonna
Yeah,
keep going, going, and going, and
if
going, and
if
going, and
you
going, and
if
going.
you watch the game, it could be somebody on the other side of the court. It's not even her person, and
Yeah,
she coming to take the ball. If you ain't paying attention, she's gonna swipe. That's why she had 10 steals. That's what she was doing the whole game.
crazy.
And you can't
Um,
stop. She has a. I mean, she just has a different. She's on a different level.
her motor is insane. It's
Yeah,
insane. Michaela Blake's ended up with 26 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. And Aubrey Gowan, the little freshman, she had 24
impressive,
points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Like she was,
impressive to me because
yeah,
the big stage didn't bother her,
no, it
not one
didn't.
bit,
Not
not
at
one
all.
bit.
Not at
And
all.
let me say something while we're stuck with her. We're talking about her right now. I felt like she was getting fouled the whole game, and they wasn't calling because it was her.
Yeah.
I felt like she was getting rubbed, smacked, pushed, and she didn't even complain. But if what happened was that the TV they was replaying and you could see it, the slaps on the
Yeah.
arm, the pushes,
Yeah.
and she still was trying to fight through all of that.
Yeah.
And
You got to speak up though. You got to say
yeah,
something because they're
yeah,
not. If you're not going to say
yeah.
anything, they're not going to say anything.
And to
So
me, and then that's what I was talking to you about. Like, I didn't feel like the refs was,
yeah,
I thought
for
they was
every
one sided,
game, yeah, every game that we watched, the refs seemed very
one sided to me.
one sided. It was very uneven.
When it
Um,
was a tight game, not when it was a
yes,
blowout because you
yeah,
really didn't have to, but when it was a tight game, I
yeah.
felt like they
They,
wasn't calling fair.
no,
That's
they
just
were
me,
they
my
were
sight.
they were making the game sway one way or another
Yeah,
with their
and
calls, and
and
it
they
was
shouldn't.
very
This is a tournament, and
yeah,
it should be about the players, not the refs, to me. But I felt like it was just some of the stuff that wasn't called
yeah.
was crazy to me. But
Um,
Vandy didn't play their best game though. But
no, they
the
didn't.
reason why they didn't play their best game because of Hannah. Hannah, that girl is a straight beast. I had to give her flowers. I mean,
Yeah,
she came to get it. She came to get to the Final Four.
she did.
She came, and I think Notre Dame plays UConn.
They do. They absolutely do play UConn, and
I'm gonna love to see this game. I'm
1 o'clock tomorrow. Okay, 1 o'clock
man. I will
tomorrow
be
Eastern
anxiously
time,
waiting on that game because
baby.
I want to see what kind of show she's gonna put on.
Yes. So next up we have UConn and North Carolina. And so first, let me say Vanderbilt, well, Notre Dame ended up winning 67-64. I did not mention that. So up next is the UConn, North Carolina. UConn won 63-42. And actually, I can't even say it wasn't. North Carolina had an opportunity, and I just feel like they were missing so many layups and easy shots. And if they would have made even half of those that they missed, we probably would be talking about something different right now.
A big upset.
I honestly, they had the recipe. They were doing all the things that they needed to do. They just couldn't put the basket in. They couldn't put the ball in
I'm
the
not
basket.
sure about that because when UConn started getting the ball to Sarah Strong, nobody on that team that could hold Sarah Strong. Nobody, nothing,
She was
nobody.
definitely fouling people going to the basket, but I just
Yeah,
feel like, but again, she can score. That's great. But if we're scoring too, we're just going back and forth.
I
And you
understand.
saw in the beginning of the game, it wasn't lopsided. They were pretty
No,
evenly
they was
matched.
missing shots at the beginning of the game.
Yeah,
UConn
and it
was.
just got worse. And for me, it was just a little frustrating because I'm like, North Carolina, like, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Y'all should not be behind like this. If you would make the layups, but again, it's
Sometimes I think it's with the mystique of UConn.
it intimidates
Is
people.
UConn.
Yeah,
Yeah, just play your game.
just
Play your
play
game and
again.
stay in your sets. You know what
They
I'm
were,
saying?
they were, literally missing easy bunnies, and
Yeah.
it was very frustrating to watch after a while. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
they are just not giving me what I need them to give right now. This is
Yeah.
unfortunate, and I felt like they could have made it a more competitive game if their confidence would have matched their ability, because they have the ability, but it just seemed like the confidence wasn't there, and they got
Right.
lost in the sauce and lost in the lights and
Right.
lost the game. So up next, UCLA beat Minnesota 80-56. Now, I was not rooting for Minnesota because they beat Ole Miss, and of course, I'm a revenge type of person. I want revenge.
I know you are. I didn't really care. I told you it was gonna be a blowout
You
anyway.
did. You did.
I didn't because they're all in the Big Ten, so they've already played each other like 3 times.
Yeah.
They played probably twice in the conference, probably one time maybe they played in the tournament, the conference tournament. Then they got
Yeah.
to come back here and play them again. They
Yeah.
know what it is. Minnesota's just not big enough.
No.
They're just not big enough. They can't. They just can't.
It looked like UCLA was playing. It was just terrible.
Well,
I mean,
it's not that. I thought it's not. It wasn't the guards. It was the post. The girl down low is 6'5". Their posts are like 6 foot, 6'1" maybe,
yeah, they were
and it was
getting
just
ate up.
yeah, it just and
Ate up.
they just can't compete with their post, and it was just a
Correct.
blowout from there. Plus, you got UCLA got 5 seniors. They start 5 seniors,
Easy.
so
Great.
they're very experienced and they know what they want. They're trying to get to the championship.
Yeah.
So
Next up, we have the game that everybody was talking about, which is Duke beating LSU 87-85 on a last second shot. Um,
mhm.
I'm gonna let you have the floor, my love, because I know you've got words and feelings and things that you would like to say about this game. I got phone calls from
Yeah.
people today. Like, Tell me what you think about that game yesterday. What is it? Did you
That
watch LSU and Duke?
listen,
I
listen.
mean, my phone was blowing up today talking about that
Let me
game.
tell you what I felt. At the beginning of the game, I felt like LSU came with no energy. None. And I felt like they thought they was going to just slide through a win.
Mm,
No, you're not. You should have knew better. Do you know who's coaching Duke?
right.
Okay. Do you actually know who's coaching Duke? Because if you didn't, I
I'm
bet
like,
you know now.
did they do the scout? Because if they would have done the scout, they would have seen how they have been playing lately, and that the team that they
I'm sure they
played
did. But
previously is not the same team that they played.
they came out with no energy. LSU disappointed me. I'm just gonna be like, I'm just disappointed with them. I was so disappointed with LSU.
Yeah.
Because they came out with no energy. They didn't play hardly. They didn't play no defense. Duke did whatever they wanted to, whenever they wanted to for the first half. At the end of the game, the reason why they came back because LSU went on like a 20-2 run.
Mm.
Okay. At the end of the game.
That's crazy.
I can't. Everybody's online talking about how Lay played. Yeah, Lay had a great offensive game. Great.
But she had 22 points, 5 rebounds, only 2 turnovers, and 1 foul. She was definitely played 34 minutes. Yeah.
She played a great offensive game.
Flau'jae had 13 points,
but
5 rebounds, and 4 fouls.
Go look at the points that the point guard had for North Carolina for Duke.
So let's
Her
just
name
run
was
through
Bain or something like that.
Tiana. I can't.
There
Mayer.
you go.
Her last name is Mayer.
There you go.
She had 22 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Yeah.
Okay. And she how many threes did she hit? Like 6, 5, 6?
She hit 4.
Okay.
4 of 10 from 3.
So let me tell you this. So she had 24 points.
22.
Okay. And Laysia had 22.
Yeah.
Okay. So they just zeroed each other out then.
Yeah.
And that's what hurt them. If you go back and watch the game, because it's on demand.
Toby Fournier had 22 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, and 3 steals. And then Ashlyn Jackson had 19 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. So,
the reason why
she was 2 of 8 from 3.
The reason why I'm saying this about Lay, because she wanted to be the defensive player of the year. Okay, she expected to be the defensive player of the year.
But she was playing defense on Mayer.
Yeah, she was on Mayer.
Okay.
Because she didn't start the game, but about 2 minutes into the game, she was in the game. So she played 34 minutes out of the 40. So do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you go back, and this is what I was telling everybody that was online talking about that. I said, go back.
Why she wasn't in the game at the end of the game is because
just watch the whole game, how she's playing defense. And her defense is so bad.
Yeah.
And like she's running all over the place. I don't know what she was trying to do, but she just didn't stay with her man. And the girl just ate her up. So yeah, you scored 22, but your man scored 22.
Right.
So you didn't help us. Yeah, you didn't turn the ball over, but you let her score. And she. This is the thing. You've been in national championship games. You've been in for the 2 years that you was outside at South Carolina. You've been in some games.
Right.
South Carolina always goes to the Final Four, right? So you've been in those big games. But remember when she was with South Carolina, she would never be in at the end of the game when it got tight. She would be sitting on the bench because she makes mistakes.
Not never. There was at least 1 or 2 times when she was, but most of the time she wasn't.
That was the whole complaint about what.
Yeah.
So.
And then again, she wasn't in the game at the end of the game.
No, she was in the game she wasn't of the last 2 or 3 because her defense was so bad.
Yeah.
And I would have had her sitting out too, even though you really don't want to, but you got to. The thing about it is, this is what she did before she got pulled out. She stole the ball and she went down and missed a whole layup and did not even hit rim. She didn't even hit rim.
Wow.
She did some kind of, and it went up.
Some unnecessary.
Yes, some unnecessary
regular layup.
Yeah, because she don't like to. Have you ever seen her use her left hand?
I need her to just do a regular layup.
She didn't do all she could have. She could have done a jump stop.
Yeah.
And just make sure she got that too. She didn't do it. She was making so many mistakes, so many, but she made so many good offensive moves. But her defense, if you just go back and watch that game, out the game, and just watch her, and you're gonna say, boy, what was she doing? Because I mean, you know, I'm a coach, so I watch the game a little bit different than everybody else just as a fan. I'm watching what they're doing. I'm gonna tell you who else was terrible. Flage, man, let me tell you something. Flage couldn't hit a jumper. He was doing all kinds of up the dupes and ups and screen. She was missing all of that. Didn't have to do that. Make it simple. You had make it simple. You had like the 6 footer, the 4. You don't have to go all the way to the rim. Shoot the little 6 footer, 8 footer.
Yeah.
They just made it so hard. And the other girl,
well, they beat themselves.
Basically, they played terrible in the first half, and it shouldn't even been close. They didn't play good at all. They didn't. No, I'm gonna tell you who played good, played decent. The big center, the senior. She don't start no more. She came off the bench for Louisiana LSU. But I just thought that they were not disciplined in defense, and they did too much one-on-one. They shouldn't even look. They were up by 1 point with 2.2 seconds left to go, and they lost at the buzzer. But this is the thing: if they would have played a good game, it wouldn't even been close. They didn't play good enough to win. They didn't. They did not deserve to win. They're not disciplined. They don't run their sets. The defense is not disciplined. It's just they're all over the place, and it shouldn't be that way.
But you know, who does that fall on?
Well, this is the thing. You can tell. I know what you're getting ready to say, but I don't agree, because I can tell. Listen, I coach, and I can tell you, hey, I can roll up a whole play, and
it's not even about. We're not even talking about that. We're talking about the discipline and
it falls on the players.
The making the smart decisions, because at the end of the day, if you don't have good control of your players, you know what I'm saying? If they don't respect you enough to not do,
no, you don't have to do that. I disagree. You respect yourself. You're on the listen. You're a player. Okay,
but think about this. Let me say this.
Let me say one thing.
I'm still talking. You gotta let me get out what I'm saying.
I don't agree.
Before you always let me talk. But wait, let me finish.
I don't agree.
What I'm saying is, would they, the whole pushing the coach, the arguing with each other on the court, the wild and out of control nonsense ISO ball, would that ever happen on a Dawn Staley team? Okay. And you know why? Because it's the respect that they have for the coach and her expectations that they have of her, and they don't want to disappoint her. So when you have that love for that person, that I think that's why the team that did win the championship did so well, because they had a lot of love and respect for Kim. They really did. Angel, all of them had a lot of love and respect for her, and they did what they had to do. They listened to her.
You tell me that Flage don't love the coach?
I'm not saying that she doesn't, but I'm saying that there is, because I don't think she's necessarily part of that that culture, that problem culture. I think it's the other ones that are in that problem culture because she doesn't act out like that. You know, she be in her feelings because she's emotional and she wants to win, and you know that's that whole thing. But no, that acting out and wilding out. Does she do some idiotic things on the court? Yes, she does. But I don't think it's indicative of her relationship with Kim. The rest of them, I don't think they don't have the respect for her needed for them to follow to toe the line. So
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like I get what you're saying that ultimately the girls have to make a decision for themselves what they're going to do. But if I respect you, it's kind of like my old boss before she left. We loved her so much. We did whatever we needed to do to make sure that she looked good because it was a reflection. What we did, we knew was a reflection on her. So we worked our butts off because we cared about how we looked when it came to her having to go upstairs to corporate. So if she looks good up there in corporate, we all it's a given.
Listen,
So that's what
I
I'm
understand
saying.
what you're saying, but
Okay.
what I'm saying is it's up to you because you're moving on. Kim is gonna be there.
Absolutely.
To me, it's up to you to be disciplined. At this point, you're at a big time five. You're at the big one of the biggest colleges. It's
Yeah.
up to you though. So to me,
Yeah.
like if I want to move on to the NBA or I want to go overseas or any of that, it's up to me to get better. It's up to me to develop because that school is offering me everything that I need.
Right.
It's up to me to study film. It's up to me to get better. It's up to me to put the extra work in.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I have a problem with. I'm not saying Kim Monkey is not a good coach because I can't say that. She's won
I'm
4
not saying that
championships.
either.
What
I'm
I'm
saying
saying is this team here is a disappointment.
they have no discipline.
Okay, it's
And
not. And let me tell you something. And I hate to say this, but they might be a little distraction. She was a distraction at South Carolina, and she's a distraction here. And some of the other stuff that I heard, I seen online, and people posting that is not a good thing. It's not a good thing. And I
mm,
don't want to put nothing on her, but she has a lot of way to go. Next year is her senior year.
yeah.
Okay, and she's got to get better.
Yeah.
She she's got to get better. And so I mean, she don't even need to leave Louisiana LSU. She need to stay there this summer and work, or she needs to go get a trainer and just work
Yeah.
and learn how to read what's going on. She's getting
Mhm.
better, but it was like the game was so disappointing for LSU to me. They came out and like they didn't have no energy. You've been off for a whole week, so you should
Right.
practice. Okay, you should have been ready.
Right.
If you're looking at Duke and you know who that Duke coach is, she don't play around. She's a good coach and she gonna have her team ready. And y'all should have
Absolutely.
came out and got jumped right on them immediately. And
Yeah.
you did not. And that's why you went home yesterday. Okay. And that's why you will be watching the hey, it's the
The rest
truth.
of the
That's why
game
you
from
went home.
home. Yeah.
That's the reason why you'll be watching the Elite Eight, from home on the TV. And
Yeah.
that's why you'll be watching the Final Four from home and on the TV,
Yeah.
unless you fly yourself out there and be a fan. Okay. I don't believe, listen, it's so many like they're like night and day. The game they played before that, they was hitting on all cylinders. Then
Right.
they come in and they look like they don't know what up and down is, left and right is, pass. It's just everybody was playing uh ISO ball.
Yeah.
Everybody. And that ain't gonna work when it comes to, you know, the rubber always meets the way I feel about it is like the good teams are gonna separate from the okay teams. It's
Yeah.
just real simple. And that's what's happening right now. Like today, you had 2 good games and the other 2 was blowouts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You had these games here, like yesterday is the same thing. 2 good games, 2 blowouts. And that's what's gonna happen. And we'll see what happens tomorrow and we'll see what happens on Monday. And I believe that South Carolina will beat TCU. UConn plays Duke. They're going to beat Duke.
All right. So
UCLA is going to beat who is UCLA playing? Michigan, I think.
No.
No.
Didn't I just hold on? Hold on, I'm going to tell you.
UConn is playing Notre Dame.
Yeah.
That might be a good game. You better play some defense, Notre Dame. But Notre Dame was going to play some defense.
So Duke plays UCLA tomorrow at 3. And Notre Dame plays UConn tomorrow. So.
And what's your prediction?
Well, let's get back to the games that happened today.
Okay.
So today's games, we had Louisville and Michigan. Michigan blew them out 71-52.
It was closer than that, though.
It was closer than that.
It was closer than that.
It was.
And both of those teams are young. So
yeah.
Let me tell you how I felt about that game. I felt like Louisville got the good looks. They just couldn't hit a shot.
They could not hit. I mean, 1 of 2, 1 of 4, 2 of 10, 3 of 11, 3 of 13. I mean,
they just could not hit. They could not hit a shot.
Yeah.
They could not. So that's the only problem with them. They just could not hit a shot.
Yeah. Olivia Olson, 19 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Silas Sword, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 assists, 1 steal. And DeFalsi came off the bench. She had her little 2 puffs.
Yeah, she played good. She played good in that game.
In that game and gave them work. 10 points and 8 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks.
One thing that I want to say about that is, like, I felt like if you were a big like her and athletic that could run and jump, you could take advantage of Louisville because they don't have a really like an athletic big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the girl that they got, she's not real athletic. She can shoot, she can go down on the post, but she ain't stopping her.
Yeah.
Because that girl is like tall, skinny, athletic, can run, can jump, and she can shoot the 3, bring you out and take you in.
Yeah.
That girl coming off the bench for Michigan. Michigan is better than I thought they were.
They're pretty good.
Yeah.
And they're young.
They're gonna get better. And they're young. Yeah.
I said, and they're all coming back next year? My God. Yeah. Michigan gonna be in the Big Ten wrecking shop. You know,
I don't know about all that. No, the what it is the Big Ten is gonna be really good.
I know. I'm excited about that. about that.
You have to go with UC. I don't know what UCLA has to restack, but you have to. USC is coming. You can just call it a day. USC is coming. You see what the recruits are. I mean, and the transfers. I'm trying to see what's going to happen on the transfers. We're going to talk about that. Let's finish the games.
All right. So Kentucky, Texas beats them 76-54. It was closer than that in the beginning, and then Texas Madison Booker decided she was not ready to go home, and she just started doing whatever she wanted to do. She had 17 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Jordan Lee was balling.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's good, and she comes off the bench.
Running the floor like nobody's business. Man, I'm not sure if she's a starter or not, but that baby was running. I mean, that the rebound came off the basket, and she was already at the other end of the court waiting for that pass to come. And it was coming. She had 18 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals.
Mm-hmm.
Rory Harmon almost had a triple double. She had 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists, and 6 steals. Rory she was on one too. She got a nice little mid range. She knocked the three down. Like she was doing pretty much whatever she wanted to do.
You know, the way I felt about Kentucky, I thought Kentucky was okay, but I didn't feel like they put up a fight.
I don't think they did either.
Like I didn't even think that like the guard for Kentucky, the point guard, I didn't think she was really,
Tony gets lost. Like, oh my God. The team that she was on, I was talking about this. I'm like, she played so much better before she came to Kentucky. So every now and then you saw her do something, I'd be like, there she is. But the whole game, like you're at the basket and you try to make a pass instead of making the shot, and you're right there at the basket, and now it's a turnover.
Yeah.
She had 8 turnovers.
Yeah, that's a lot of, that's 16 points. That could be 20 points. That could be 24 points.
I mean, let me see how many points off turnovers. Texas had 26 points off turnovers.
And probably half of them was off of what she did.
Yeah.
But Texas is they're going to run up on you. Why? You know what I'm saying? They're going to pressure you. So you have to be prepared for that or give up the ball and run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to get back on defense. And they were not getting back on defense to make an impact. You know, it was very disappointing watching. I'm like,
I didn't feel like they put up a fight. Like they really came in there thinking they could win. It just, you could see it all written all over them.
So. They didn't play hard enough at all. Tioni Key had 10 points, 9 rebounds. Clara Strack had 16 points, 5 rebounds. She should have had a double-double. I mean, they just didn't. I'm like, fight back. Like, do something. Like, y'all just.
And their 2 bigs are pretty good. The 2 bigs.
It was frustrating to watch. It was definitely frustrating to watch. All right, so next up we have South Carolina, who won 94-68 over Oklahoma. What did you say that you wanted South Carolina?
It was gonna it'd be the get back. We coming back to show you really what it was. When we came down there, we was tired. We thought we was gonna. You lost 3 games in a row. We was just gonna, not even give you a half, and you came up and you won in the overtime. Okay, well, we're gonna let you know today,
right,
what it is,
right,
that you can't even compare to us.
Facts.
And I like how they came out right away. Boom, 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 boom. We up 12-0. You know what I'm saying? I love that, and because that lets me know South Carolina, let them know we're not playing with you
at all.
We come to put a foot on your neck. We're gonna keep it on your neck the whole game.
Let me. So Aaliyah Chavez, she had 21 points. She was doing her thing, but she was 3 of 11 from 3. So she couldn't get off like she wanted to.
She was jacking shots every time she touched the ball.
Yeah, she was. She was definitely doing that. Peyton Verhulst had 12 points. And Reagan Beers had 14 points and 8 rebounds. They really did a decent job on Reagan.
I think they did.
I felt like, she didn't get off like she wanted to get off.
No, she couldn't get the ball.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I was watching. I guess it's just me. I watched all the players and their body language. And I think I texted you this, and I said, Joyce Edwards ain't getting the ball and she ain't scoring. You could tell by her body language, like she really ain't trying. She ain't really playing no good defense. It's not all about you, Joyce. We're trying to win a game. Sometimes you ain't going to get off.
Right.
Because you ain't going to work hard enough to stop Reagan Beers anyway. So, you're going to have to play team ball at this point.
Right. Yeah. Because we need to win in advance.
About her sometimes, and that's her body language to me. I read body language very well. Her body language. If I'm not scoring, I'm really not going to be doing nothing. Oh yeah, you are. You're going to come sit down.
And where did she go?
And she sat down.
Hmm. She had 8 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals. Um, Medina only had 9 points, but she had 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals, and 1 block. Tessa Johnson, 14 points. She was 6 of 8 from the
Mhm.
field and 2 of 3 from three.
I think she should.
Tessa was,
I don't think Tessa touches the ball enough, and I don't think she poses her will enough.
yeah,
Listen, I don't want you to wait till the big games to try to do that. I need you to do it every game. I need you to
yeah,
do it every game. And I need you to get. She should be averaging 20 easy.
I agree.
Tessa should be averaging 20 points easy because she can shoot out the ball.
Yes, you can.
Okay,
Raven, 18 points. She was 8 of 11 field goal
Raven got
percentage,
off.
two of
Raven,
three from 3 point, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. She definitely,
her and Tanaya got off at this game. This
yeah.
is their game right here.
Tanaya Latson, 28 points, 7 of 11 field goal percentage, 4 from 4 from three, and 10 from 10 for the free throw line. She also had 5 assists. Like,
She got off this today, and that's we need. We need that. And
yeah,
I need Reagan to stay right up in there, Raven to stay right up in there, but I need Tessa to come on, Tessa, come with us.
yeah.
Okay.
And Agat McKeer had 10 points.
She played well today.
She definitely played well.
Let me tell you something about her, and that's why she gets playing time. She don't act like no freshman.
No.
Okay, she don't act like a freshman at all. She comes to play. She ain't scared. She's playing her
Not
game.
at all.
She gonna shoot the ball. She gonna play. And you know what's
Them
so
long
good
ass,
for her?
them long arms.
Yes,
She be like,
yes.
you
You
are
ain't getting
not
too
getting
much.
this ball past me.
You ain't getting too much.
No.
Her.
Where are you going?
Yeah,
Like,
I like her. I really like
I
her.
I do too.
That's why
I'm
the other girl
definitely
can't get on the court. She was
um
the
Isla
last girl to get on.
Isla McDowell. Yeah,
Yeah, and it's not. She'll get some playing time next year,
yeah.
but right now you're competing with her, and
And she's just playing harder and
yeah,
smarter,
yeah,
harder and smarter.
yeah,
So, when you play harder and you play smarter, you stay on the floor. And when she starts to make mistakes, which occasionally she, the freshman brain comes, she takes her out. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got to come out and see what's
yeah,
happening, and she put her
yeah.
back in. But she doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes. She
No,
only had 1 turnover in this game.
no, she don't make a lot of mistakes. She don't make a lot of mistakes. She does the right thing. I
Yeah.
love her attacking the basket. She's so
Yes.
long and lanky.
No
I
fear.
really love her game. She shoots the three. She attacks the basket. She plays well defensively
Yes.
well. You know what I'm saying? And she goes. She plays her role.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but this was Raven and Tania's game today. They
Yeah.
came out, and I hope Tania comes out on Monday and plays the same kind of game.
Absolutely.
I hope she does. If she does, we in there like
Yeah.
swimwear. When
Yeah.
South Carolina is in there like, and I hate this LSU. That's why I keep talking about them because I wanted them to move forward. I wanted them to actually get at least compete to go to the Final Four.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I really wanted them to go, and I really wanted Flage to play well, Michaela to play well, Lay to play well, and it
Yeah.
just didn't work out for them. And they got to go. They got to go back and kind of clear the slate. You know what I'm saying? And look at what they need to do for next year. And
Yeah.
Flage really needs to go into the gym and get a trainer and start working right now.
Yeah.
She needs to go right now, and she needs to get stronger. She needs to be in the gym.
And in the weight
Maybe
room.
but you need to get in the gym and
In the weight room. Yeah.
in weights.
Yeah.
Because to me, the girl shot the shot over you, and you was right there,
Mm.
and you didn't do. At this point, you should be fundamentally sound. When's the
Yeah.
last time you blocked a shot?
Yeah.
So you should have stayed on the floor and just got up in her face instead of
Mhm.
trying to jump over, jump around it. It just wasn't fundamental. You knew that as whoever's getting the ball is going to shoot. They had 2.2 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Just get in the passing lanes. That's all you had to do, really.
We call those good basketball decisions.
Yes.
Make good basketball decisions. And she just did not make a good basketball decision at that time. And
But I don't want to say what people are saying online. This is not the reason why you lost the game.
no, no,
She's not the
absolutely.
reason why you lost the game.
No, it's the
Okay?
reason.
It's the whole team.
Yeah, yeah,
It's the
yeah,
whole team.
yeah.
When you guys decide to play team ball and stay disciplined in your sets, you will do a
Mhm.
lot better. Until then, it's just you are gonna end up like that. And I hope, you know, I really, I wish the best for Flage. I really do. I really do.
Yeah,
I like her and her mama. Okay, I like what they doing, where they came from. They came from the mud, and they got it out of the mud, and they're doing very well. The whole family, and I like to see that.
yeah.
I'm never gonna say nothing negative or nothing non-positive about their mom, the family, or nobody in that family. I
Hmm.
like what they're doing. I watch the mom all the time. I like to, she's taking care of what it looks like to me that she's a single parent. That's what it looks like to me now
Yeah,
at this point. So she's taking care of kids. She didn't had 2 grown kids. She got 3 little kids now, and she's still taking care of business. I
yeah,
gotta give her flowers. The mom. They can say what they want to say about the mom. She's just, she's being Mama Bear she was being Mama Bear. That's all she was doing, trying to protect her daughter. It's okay. But her daughter's moving on now, and she will be in the WNBA somewhere. Just don't know where.
yeah.
And I hope everything works out. I really do.
Last but not least, we have TCU 79, Virginia Cavaliers 69. I really was hoping that this game would continue to be as competitive as it was. It started off that way. Third quarter, Virginia just started making bad decisions and not playing the game that they were playing in the first half. If they would have continued to play the game, we might be having a different conversation right now because they were playing well enough to beat TCU. But it's kind of like, like I said, some people are not prepared for this type of stage and these type of bright lights and the pressure. And if you're not ready mentally for it, the breakdown will come. And so the breakdown comes in the third quarter, and Olivia Miles goes into, she blacks out and she just starts doing whatever Olivia Miles wants to do. And that's what happened. She turned into that person again, took over the game. Her and Marta Suarez were just,
Well, Martin Suarez had 30 points.
yeah.
So somebody wasn't
She was
playing defense.
eating in the paint. Samaya Smith was getting ate up in the paint. I can't remember who the other big was that was down there, but Samaya Smith played like hot garbage this game. She only had 5 points and 4 rebounds. Like
when I look at her and I look at the other Suarez, I'm like, Samaya Smith is probably a little light. She probably was banging all down there, but she probably just couldn't handle it.
Well, Marta was also popping out to the 3, and so she can hit that 3. You've seen her hit it, and then you standing 3 feet back from her, and she's at the 3-point line, and you standing out like, but she's gonna shoot it because you're not in her face. Right. She did that. Oh my God! Marta had. Let me see how many threes she shot. She was 4 of 7 from 3. I mean, what are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing? 33 points.
You know what they're doing? You know what they're doing?
Going home.
They're packing their bags. They're going home, and they watch the Final Four, and they lead 8 from the crib.
Right. But
we still got to give them hands up. They're number 10. You got to give them great job, Virginia. Great job.
Absolutely. I mean,
get some more recruits because I know you got some moolah to give away.
Yes, okay? They had to play to get into the tournament. And then to make it to the Sweet 16, yes,
they did a great job.
Virginia.
If they would have beat TCU, that would have been man. What else can you say?
Right.
So we got to give the coach a great job, coach, at
Absolutely.
Virginia. And I hope
Yes.
you keep making the program better and better and better.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love to see it. It was a great, despite the loss. Kimura still had 18 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and Paris Clark had 20 points. So those were your leading scorers on for Virginia. Yeah. So I mean I commend them, but they said that Marta and Olivia contributed to
100%.
of the points scored. Yes.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep.
So they either scored or assisted
and every point they made, they
on
took.
every point.
That's
That
crazy.
is insane.
And it has to be a record too. So
That's insane. Yeah. All right. So that was all the games played, and we're going to talk about the games coming up tomorrow. First game up tomorrow is Notre Dame and UConn. That game's at 1 p.m. and I hope that Hannah has a great game. I do. I hope
Hannah is
that
going to have a great game. It's just if somebody comes along with her.
Yeah.
Okay. Hannah is going to be Hannah. She needs a couple players to come along with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they do.
Because North Carolina showed you it can be done.
Well, I want the game to be competitive.
Yeah, that too.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want it to be
I want it to be worth watching. I want to be able to
want it to be competitive.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. My prediction, because I know you always want me, and I'd be like,
right.
I feel like
you ain't putting no money on it.
You're right.
I ain't telling you put $500 on it. I'm just saying what your prediction is.
I feel like Notre Dame can beat UConn. It's definitely doable, and I think North Carolina definitely showed you the blueprint of how to do it and what to do. If they follow that blueprint, and Hannah goes into demon time, when we say demon mode, when she turns into the demon and is doing whatever, and she she be going crazy, you can't stop them because it's infectious, and it basically infects the rest of the team, and they all play good.
This is the way I feel about Notre Dame. Notre Dame is not the same team Notre Dame was at the
beginning of the season. Absolutely not.
Okay, so I think that Notre Dame is prime and ready, but I still don't believe they're gonna beat UConn. That's my thing. You're gonna go for Notre Dame.
No, I'm not. I didn't say that. I was just saying that if those things happen and UConn plays like they did today or yesterday, then yes, Notre Dame can beat them. Okay. However, I feel like they're going to bounce back from the way they played on
yesterday,
Saturday.
But this is my thing.
Friday.
But if Notre Dame had a dominant post, it would be a really, really good game.
I agree.
But they don't have a dominant post. They have a decent post, but not a dominant post.
Yeah.
And if they could get Sarah Strong in foul trouble, because the girl that comes behind Sarah Strong ain't that good.
Yeah.
So if they could get Sarah Strong in foul trouble, it would be another story.
Yeah. So I am picking UConn, unfortunately. I want UConn to win? Absolutely not. But in light of the situation, I will pick UConn.
Because I want if you really pay attention to Sarah Strong, she puts all that weight on you. She leans all that weight on you. She gonna come downhill and she gonna bump you and bump you right out the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was doing some research about her, and her mom was a big time basketball player and
Yeah.
played in the WNBA, and so was her dad. Her dad played for
Mhm.
North Carolina State. No, hold on, NC State,
Yeah.
and he played overseas too, and so did her mom's last name is Fiesler. Fe- I'm probably not saying it right, but her mom's a big time basketball player,
Yeah.
and she
Her
went
mom
to
and Dawn, I think, played together,
yes.
which
So
is why
that's why
Dawn thought she was
they
coming to South Carolina, and
yeah.
then she,
Yeah, they wanted her to come to South Carolina and it didn't happen. But
yeah.
that's okay. That's okay. But if ooh, it would be so ugly if South Carolina had her. It
So
would be ugly. It would be so ugly. But it didn't happen. So that's just like Angel Reese. It's the same thing. Angel Reese's mom was a big time basketball player, and her dad was a basketball player,
yeah.
and now she's the basketball player, and her brother is getting off in the NBA. He's playing
Yeah.
really well
I
in the
think her older
NBA.
brother plays overseas.
Yes, and her older brother plays overseas. Everybody plays basketball,
Yeah.
and the mama was just like Angel. She was a big time rebounder.
Hmm.
Yeah,
So at 3 p.m. tomorrow, we have Duke taking on UCLA. What are your
what
thoughts?
you smiling about?
I'm be honest
UCLA
with
is
you.
beating Duke tomorrow. Duke is going home tomorrow.
Yeah, I
Oh, and
want.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Even if LSU would have beat Duke, they're. Oh, hold on. Even if LSU would have beat Duke, LSU would it was losing to UCLA tomorrow.
Mm,
And I'm gonna tell you why. Too big, too strong, too big, too strong, too big, too strong.
yeah.
Because we can't tell. Tell me when's the last time you want one of those post players for LSU score 10 points and have a double double.
Yeah, they definitely need a big.
Yeah, they need a big like not you got all the girls you got down in that post right now except the senior and the other girl that's a sophomore that came from Notre Dame. That really is your only two post players. Them other girls are
Yeah.
just down there because you need them to play in that position.
Yeah.
Okay. Those girls did not come down there as a center. They probably never played center in their life.
Um, the one, are they like six? Yeah, they probably did in high school.
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
You think Grace Knox was a center?
Yes, she played in the post.
I don't believe she played center.
I'm just saying she
And I
played
don't
in the
believe that
post.
other girl played center. What's her name? She looks like the girl that was there last year. I don't think she's a wing.
And so what I'm saying is in high school, because they were taller than everybody else on the team, yeah, they played in the post. So that's typically how that works is and then when they come, they of course were shooting and doing other things because they had the ability to bring the ball up the court and play the wing, whatever, but they played a lot in the post. So remember I watched a lot of high school last year. So
Okay.
Grace was one of those people that I ended up watching in high school last year. I watched her championship game last year because they were talking about it. They was like, "Oh, she's going to LSU." I'm like, "She going to LSU? Oh Lord!" But yeah, but that's how it happens. Like most of them play that position in high school, and then when they get to college, because they don't have to play it anymore, they move to their natural position, which kind of is like what's going to happen to Riley. Riley's going to move to her natural position. She's not a post player. She just was tall. So, but I'm picking UCLA to win that game as well. But I would like for Duke to win. So on Monday we have Michigan and Texas at 7 p.m.
That's gonna be a good game.
Now, the sophomores need to sophomore, okay? If they want to win. If you let Rory get, I've been saying this,
It
and
ain't gonna be Rory. It's gonna be them post players they got.
if you let Rory believe she is better than what she is going to will the rest of the team to win because her energy is infectious. So then it goes on everybody else, and everybody else starts, and it's just that energy and that you just not missing.
I
Booker
don't.
gonna come down and mid range you to death,
Well, that's what's gonna
and
happen. If you don't have nobody to hold up the other girl,
they run the same play,
that's all they're gonna do.
the same pop out,
But
get
you have
money,
to understand something.
pop
They got
out,
the
get
number one defense in the land. They play good defense. If you don't play good offense, you're not winning.
yeah,
They play. I mean, Rory, you have to understand what you Rory. When you once you get the ball on the end line, Rory is playing defense on you all the way down.
yeah,
That takes if you don't know how to handle the ball, that puts a lot of pressure on you and puts you under a lot of stress.
yeah.
And what that does from the offense is if you don't really know what you're doing and she holds you up, that takes 10 seconds off the offense. So now
Mm-hmm.
you're down to like 15 seconds on the offense. It disrupts everything.
Yeah,
And that's the reason why Texas always that's the reason why they win games because their defense is so good. And they got good post players too, for real.
yeah, they do.
And what's it, Augenberger? What's her
Oh,
name?
oh, Laker.
Oh, Laker. She gonna put all that weight on you
See, it
down in the
is,
post.
it is, and does.
And she gonna lean on look, she gonna lean all that weight on you.
Oh my God.
Oh,
So who are
Laker,
you picking? Who are you picking? You picking Texas?
Texas.
Okay. And then we got South Carolina and TCU
Oh,
at
all
9
day. South
p.m.
Carolina gonna put a neck or put the foot on their neck real quick.
All right.
And
So,
South Carolina is going. Let me tell you what South Carolina. They're gonna do like they did with Jazzy.
mhm.
They're gonna play. They're gonna throw. If you remember the game and you paid attention, they threw South Carolina threw about 4 people on Jazzy, and then they kept switching off. Like you do 5 minutes, I do 5 minutes. You do 5 minutes, and it was. And then every time that they would just come, and she was getting around, they would come help. They didn't let
Mhm.
her get off no time, and that's exactly what they're gonna do to Olivia.
Yeah.
They're gonna put Raven on her, then they're gonna switch Tessa on her, then they're gonna put somebody else on her. It's just gonna keep switching.
Yeah. I'll wear her out.
And then you got the big oh girl can come down there in the post if she want to. She ain't getting 30 on Monday. Okay. She will not be getting 30 on Monday.
They gonna do it like they did Passat at Vandy.
Yes, they will not. She ain't getting 30 on Monday. So what I'm telling you, no, you ain't getting all that. You ain't getting none of that on Monday.
Mm.
Okay. So and you know we liked West Virginia, but if we played West Virginia against South Carolina, you know that's a straight blowout.
Oh, Virginia, not West Virginia.
West Virginia,
Not
no,
West
no, I'm talking about West Virginia,
Virginia.
who they lost to in the tournament in the conference championship. West Virginia.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. They did lose to West. Yeah,
If West Virginia plays South
yeah.
Carolina would have blew West Virginia right off the gym.
Wore them completely
Yeah,
out.
so that's exactly what South Carolina is going to do to them. When I think about it, I think about Olivia coming from Notre Dame, and they both gonna go out in a tournament at the same time.
Mm. Ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I don't know what happened at Notre Dame. I'm sure everybody else does it. They plays for Notre Dame. They know exactly what happened and the coach. But you probably would have been better off staying at Notre Dame
Mm-hmm.
and y'all working together. And you know, sometimes egos gets in the way, and this is what's going to happen. So
All right. So those are the matchups. That's our recap for the games that happened this weekend and the games that are coming up on tomorrow and Monday. So we'll be back to, of course, talk about the winners.
who's going to the Final Four? That's what we're going to be back
Yes.
to talk about. See what
Yes.
our predictions. See what our predictions were, and see if the predictions we predict, or I predict, or you and your prediction is going to happen. So we're predicting. My prediction is UCLA, Texas, South Carolina. What's that next one? There's one more.
And Texas,
Yeah.
UCLA, UConn, and
And
South
South
Carolina.
Carolina. Yeah, the number ones.
All the number ones.
Yeah,
We,
because them are the cream of the crop. Them are
yeah,
the cream of everybody, and that's
yeah,
who's going to rise. All the good teams rise to the top.
yeah,
And sometimes one gets knocked off if there's more than four teams. But I don't think there's more than four teams on the cream of the crop. I just feel like everybody else is below those four teams,
yeah,
and it separates, and that's why you're getting blowouts at this point. You know, because you're watching the men, and we don't see at this point. There's no blowouts. Okay, there's no blowouts. All the games they're tight. They're you know, everybody can play.
yeah.
Right now you're seeing four really good teams and everybody else is in the second level. So that's the
Mm,
reason why, you know, when you watch them, it's a matter of discipline and being with the high IQ, and you staying in your
yeah,
sets to win
yeah,
games. If
yeah,
you can't do that, what happened is exactly what happened to LSU,
yeah.
because that ISO ball don't work at this level. You've
That's
got to
not.
play team ball.
Yeah,
And if you don't do it, then you'll be at home. And I'm sure that they've already gotten home and they're sitting at home talking about what we should have, could have, would have did. And now go to work. Don't talk about what you should have, could have, would have did. Go to work.
go
Get in the
to.
gym. Work on. Sit down, and every player should be looking at what do I need to change my attitude? Do I need to go to work? Do I need to? You should have a list of
Yeah,
things you need to work on, and you should be working on to get yourself help. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
facts.
getting a trainer like Raven did last summer. She went to all the way to Minneapolis and trained 3 days for 2 months and worked out because she knew she needed to get better. She had to get that shot.
Yeah, she
And
was
that's
shooting.
not
She
looking
was
good
shooting
for her right
today,
now.
honey. Baby girl was.
Yeah. And your
What the girl
IQ has to be
said.
higher. It has to be better.
She
Because
said, "Leave me open, cause I'm gonna knock it down."
yeah, even when you go to the next level, WNBA, you're going the better talented people are going to separate. Like we was
Yeah,
just talking about, we were talking about Haley. She didn't even look like she belonged last year. So I don't hope she
Indiana.
comes back
Yeah.
better this year. She went to work.
I
But
think, I think, and I think that's part of the thing that bothers me about the WNBA is the players that get in on hype or get in on popularity or you know, and they're not that good. And she is one of those players who was she's not that she and it showed. She just she just ain't she just
well,
doesn't have it. Maybe
I
she's
think
been in the gym all this time and when she comes back she'll be better, but I feel like there was a lot of other guards that could have come in and played that position and done well. A lot of other guards that we know of, but they don't have the hype behind their name. So they're not getting the recognition that they deserve. And it's unfortunate. Like you want to win, but you're banking on hype. You already have the most popular player in the country on your team. So you know what I'm saying? Like make it make sense.
yeah.
So anyway. All right, so we'll be back to talk Final Four in the next couple of days to see if our predictions were correct and who is going on to the Final Four. So
Right.
thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the flip side.
You guys have a good night.